At it again, and I want to talk about some of these polls. And I don't mean just the polls that, who would you vote for, Trump or Biden, but I want to dig into some of the issues. And, of course, I always got to back it up with some video clips. Y'all know this. Y'all know how these video clips go. There's more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's one of those type of days, okay? But, I want to dive into some of these polls and really expose how bad Joe Biden is really doing. Because, Democrats have said, oh, no, he's doing great, and Joe Biden has famously said that he's up. This is the crazy thing. Like, I don't know if he truly believes that or if, the people around him are lying to him. Like, I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comment section which one you believe that is when he comes out and says, hey, I'm winning in all the polls. You're looking at the wrong polls. I don't know what polls you talking about, Joe Biden, but last time I checked, I don't see you up in too many of them, okay? But like, share, comment, and hit that subscribe button if you are new. And let's dive in.
Joe Biden has his flaws in the voters' mind. Donald Trump has his flaws. Let's look at what could be a flaw for Donald Trump. If true, the charges against Trump regarding efforts to overturn the 2020 election disqualify him from the presidency, cast doubts on his fitness for the job, or aren't relevant to his fitness for the job. Here, only 44% of registered voters say they disqualify him from the presidency if they are true. This isn't asking whether or not they're true. We're saying if they are true, do they disqualify Donald Trump from the presidency? And only 44% of registered voters say they in fact do. This, to me, is a big problem for Joe Biden because the fact is, even if Trump gets a conviction, it's not clear to me that voters will abandon him. And it's nearly equal to this 42% who say they aren't relevant to his fitness for the job.
But isn't that squishy? Because that could also mean I don't think he's fit for the job no matter what, or I think he's fit for the job.
Yeah, I mean, I will say I dug into the crosstabs as I like to do. It's the Republicans who are saying this. It's not the Democrats. Okay. The Democrats are overwhelmingly saying this. It's a clever question, but no, this does pretty much get at the idea that there are a lot of voters out there who are essentially saying, even if these charges are true, they don't disqualify him.
Please note, Harry said that was a clever question. What about one of Biden's biggest perceived weaknesses that voters across the board are concerned about, which is his age?
Yes, thinking about what you want of President Biden, sharpness and stamina are exactly what you want. This is where I think Joe Biden wants voters to be. It's only 7%. Close enough, 24%. How about not what you want in Michigan? 69%. 69% not what you want. This, to me, is the big problem for Joe Biden because the fact is, while a majority of voters are saying even if the charges against Trump are true in Michigan, they don't disqualify him, here, the majority of voters in Michigan are saying that Joe Biden's sharpness and stamina are not what you want.
Okay, so there are months to go.
Yes.
Things can and likely will shift and change more than once.
Yes.
Polls are a snapshot in time.
Yes.
What does this snapshot in time say about the electoral?
Yeah, I've been waiting to press that button so you could get all of those. Just there, just waiting for it.
Well, the caveats matter.
Caveats do matter, absolutely. Based on recent polling and past results, Donald Trump leading in the Electoral College right at this particular point.
It's good to see you, Harry.
Now, folks, if you have it in your mind that Donald Trump is just popular enough to win the Republican nomination, lose that thought because at this particular point, when matched up against Joe Biden, Donald Trump is a favorite, which is something we couldn't say at any point in 2020 and really wasn't something that we could say at any point in 2016 when he was matched up against Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, boy. The tides have turned. They've turned dramatically, actually. My goodness. The number of videos that I've come across of Democrats saying that they are tired of this, this is the most important election ever, framing from their side of the political aisle. And so that they don't feel the desperation, right? It's absolutely hilarious to me. Because Democrats have fear-mongered their constituents for forever. Every election. It's the most important election ever. I remember some years ago, many years ago, And this is going to be hilarious considering the circumstances surrounding the entire situation. Ironically enough, I remember P. Diddy, of all people, wearing the shirt and, campaigning on the vote or die catchphrase. I know, I told y'all it was going to be funny considering the circumstance. Like, of all people, yeah, I remember that guy wearing the Democrat slogan, vote or die. But anyway, let's continue on with this.
President Trump widening his lead over President Biden. One big reason, the economy.
Trump is seen as better.
When he was in presidency before, we didn't have all these issues with food prices and gas prices.
Inflation, the most important issue, 27 point for Donald Trump.
We should see a 10-point advantage for Republicans on the issue of the economy.
I think voters have decided the cure for inflation is not Biden.
Only 36% believe Biden can make good decisions on economic policy. That's a 20-point drop since 2021. I wonder why.
Talking inflation. The overwhelming consensus is it's going to pop up a little bit and then go back down.
52% of voters say they're worse off financially today than they were in 2020, just before Biden.
I think Biden erred terribly with this Inflation Reduction Act, we're calling it, which was really a spending act.
49% bad, 26% good in terms of how people feel about Bidenomics.
It's in the cellar. His handling of inflation in particular remains low.
President Biden's rating on handling inflation and higher prices is underwater by 40 points.
A lot of people think the prices would continue to go up under his policies.
You know, watching this stuff, you know, I just have to sit back and laugh sometimes, you know. It's so sweet. It's so sweet.
Despite President Joe Biden holding rallies across the country in recent weeks to tout the state of the U.S. economy, his message still may not be resonating with many Americans. According to a new Fox News poll, more than half of registered voters say they would trust Donald Trump more with the economy than President Biden, and by something of a significant margin, 56% to 41%.
Quick question. How badly do you think that hurt for him to say that? Oh man, that sounded like that legitimately hurt for him, like physically hurt. Woo! Oh boy. I mean, but you know, facts are facts, and facts don't care about your feelings.
A new round of Fox News polling shows former President Trump widening his lead over President Biden. One big reason, the economy. 52% of voters say they're worse off financially today than they were in 2020, just before Biden took office. A new round.
I mean, we are worse off. Facts don't care about your feelings. You can hate Trump all you want to, but once again, facts don't care about feelings. The facts are the facts. We're all worse off. You know, I mean, it just across the board on every single issue. And, you know, even on one of these major issues that Democrats thought that they would be winning on, they're losing.
New Fox News polls this morning, they find 67% of voters disapprove of President Biden's handling of immigration. In a New York Post interview, Border Patrol Union President Brandon Judd is warning that the Biden administration is flying migrants into the country so that the border doesn't look as out of control as it is. He expects an amnesty program in the future to accommodate the millions who've already come into the country on Biden's watch since Biden took office in 2021.
Yep, I've heard speculations of that as well. Biden may be providing amnesty to all of these illegals that have come across the border. Yep. He's probably going to attempt that one. And he'll probably succeed at it, unfortunately. But even that, I don't think will save him.
Now let's look at who voters think have the best policies on these issues. Let's go. overall economy, the fourth most important issue, Donald Trump has a 30-point lead on that. Crime tied for fourth, 28-point lead for Trump. Inflation, the most important issue, 27-point for Donald Trump. Healthcare, Biden has a 19-point advantage on that. And the middle class, that's a place, as Wolf was talking about, where there is some battle right there. Who has the best policies for the middle class? Let's go to the second tier of issues, which aren't all that far down, but they're not in the top five. Immigration, 48-point lead for Donald Trump. Taxes, 32 for Trump. China, 28 for Trump. Come to abortion, a 25-point lead for President Biden. And Social Security, another potential battleground area.
That's also
now let's look at who voters think are
Hold on, brother. You got your time to speak. All right, you got your time to speak. That's also, something that I think Trump needs to hit on a bit more, and that is the whole abortion issue and restate what he had already stated, and that was Trump said out of his own mouth that he would agree with whatever the American people agreed with. Okay, and that would be the policy. I think that he needs to say that more, because Democrats are trying to run with this narrative. Oh, Trump's going to ban abortion. Trump's going to ban abortion. Trump's going to ban. And so you see these inflated poll numbers because Democrats are lying. I think if you take away the abortion issue from Democrats, we're talking about a landslide, the likes of which could be historic. That's the one thing that's holding them afloat. I know they said healthcare, but healthcare, abortion, right? That all ties into the same thing. That's the one issue that's holding them afloat. That one thing. Across the board, they are losing on every single issue. Every single one. Except that one. They lose that, we may see a historic landslide, which I want. I don't know about y'all, but I want to see a landslide the likes of which we've never seen before. Never seen before. I want something so dramatic that it absolutely demoralizes, because this is also the thing. It could be, think about it this way. We could have such a landslide that Democrats are so demoralized afterwards that they don't even try to bring back these terrible policies. So we'll actually have true two parties that actually care about the American people. Now, I think Republicans are still going to come out on top with that, because you'll like I said, the Republican Party is changing, and you're already seeing that shift. The Ronna McDaniels, the Mitt Romneys, the Mitch McConnells, the Kevin McCarthys, and others are getting pushed out, and now we're bringing in the Matt Gaetz, the Byron Donalds, and folks like those, and the Josh Hawleys, and those types of folks who are true staunch Republicans, right? So I don't think Democrats will be able to truly compete with that, but I won't be mad at a Democrat Party that isn't actually trying to destroy America, right? I won't complain about that, all right? Now, we can argue about policies and things still not being great, but I would like to see a Democrat Party that isn't trying to absolutely destroy America. But also, one thing that most people aren't really talking about is the fact that the Democrat Party has actually become a party of the elite. It's not really a party of just the regular folks like you and I. It's a party of the elites. And Joe Biden and Obama and Bill Clinton actually held an event, what was that, 2 days ago, where I think the tickets were like $500K or something, $100,000. Like they weren't cheap. Like they were six-figure tickets, if I remember correctly, just to take a picture with Joe Biden. It was like $100,000 or something, which is absolutely ridiculous, which says everything you need to know. Trump holding free rallies, Joe Biden holding rallies where you got to pay like $100,000, six figures. Like that doesn't sound like a party of the small guy. But hey, don't take it from me. I got video clips to prove it.
Small donors, and these are people who give $200 or less. The Biden campaign is significantly lagging the Trump campaign in this one category. And that is very different than what happened in 2020 in the cycle, where, and this is the full cycle for 2020, where the Biden campaign substantially outraised Trump among small donors. So there is a shift here, and it may reflect the enormous passion of Trump's base and some of the issues Biden may be having with his small donors.
Yeah, small donors outpacing Biden. And what do you know? 2,000 and above. Biden is outpacing Trump. I wonder why that one is. Doesn't take a genius to figure that one out, huh? But, as I always say with these types of videos, there's more.
There is some polling to suggest that Trump is gaining their support. You had your fellow South Carolinian James Clyburn in January saying that Biden's message was not breaking through the MAGA wall, so to speak. Has Biden's message done anything to change that?
Well, I fundamentally believe, as in past elections, the African-American community, the black vote, will be there for Joe Biden in this election. When we look at what he has done and accomplished, this is not just words, but actually how he's delivered. He's made sure that we've had, as a community, a seat at the table. Just think about this. Personally, there has been no Democratic president who's ever appointed a black person to be the chair of the DNC.
There is some...
Oh, man. It's just funny watching these people perform these mental gymnastics with this stuff and try to flip it in such a way that they could perceive as positive. It's just hilarious, man, just checking this stuff out. But yeah, as always, you guys let me know what you thought. I actually had some more clips, but we're going a little long, so I'm going to save those for another video. So stay tuned. Make sure you hit that bell button down below so you are notified when I do drop that next video, okay? Because you're not going to want to miss it. Biden Democrats are in major trouble. And as always, I got the clips, baby. I've got the footage. And honestly, I planned on showing you those other clips in this video, but I don't want to just like throw them in at the end of a video because they are some good clips. So, hey, like I said, hit that bell button so you are notified. Okay? Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button and share the videos. Share the videos. America needs to see this stuff, all right? America needs to see it, all right? Y'all stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.